welcome back to the Kop TV, voice of football's most famous stand. And we're back at the most famous stand on Saturday at home to the Seagulls. There's a lot of them in Liverpool. Since I moved to Liverpool, I've had a good full-on stand-up go with a Seagull, at least 18 times. But they're coming up in the form of a football team in Brighton. A team that are 8th in the table right now, higher than Liverpool. Nothing separates us. Same points, they just have obviously a better goal difference. Before we get into all the ins and outs of the game, who is playing, who isn't playing, and my lineup and score prediction, of course it's time again, isn't it, this weekend for a little bit of Final One standing with William Hill. 3 o'clock Saturday is your deadline. This week it's a 20k jackpot. So I have gone for Arsenal at home to Wolves. I mean, if that's not a banker, first versus 20th, then I don't know what is. Right, so that's what I'm going for. Let us know what you think. QR code is there on the screen. New match weeks every single week, obviously in the Prem, and there's jackpots that are still rolling. There's people that are in the 500k, the 200k. I should have been in that. And there's 20s, 50s launching all the time here. So, like I said, 18 plus, UK and Ireland only. All the T's and C's are linked below. Gamble responsibly, as always. Free to play as well, I should say. Right, this game is an interesting one because if Liverpool didn't win, and this is my opinion, if Liverpool didn't win against Inter Milan on Tuesday night, I feel like this one would have more talk about the off-the-pitch activities that are happening at Liverpool at the minute. But because Liverpool won, impressively, 1-0 win away at Inter Milan, a team that haven't lost there for 3 years, because we did that, I feel like now it's almost, I don't know about you guys, let me know what you feel, but I feel like the Salah stuff is, listen, it's bubbling away in the background, 100% it is, but I still think we're focused on this Brighton game. I don't think the Salah thing will necessarily be used as a reason why Liverpool don't go on and win the game on Saturday against Brighton. For me, it's kind of like, right, the main peak of it has now happened. Hopefully there's no more big things that happen along the road with this one. But for me, I'm just happy now that the main bit has happened, and behind the scenes, surely they're working things out. So I'm almost, like James Redmond said in the fan cams the other night, let the off-pitch politics be. Let's focus on what we need to do on the football pitch, and that's win football matches. So that's the context of this game for us. For them, a few injuries. I think Matoma's out, Solly March, Webster. So a couple of injuries to contend with. But Brighton are just such a weird entity. I swear, they just, as many as they win, they draw. And as many as they draw, they lose. 6-5-4. They've done seasons before, I swear, where it's been like they've won 13, lost 13, and drawn 13. I know that's only 39 games and season's 38. You know what I mean? But yeah, 6-5-4. Just and that just screams inconsistency, really. Again, individually in their team, there's some tricky players. I mean, we've lost to Brighton a good few times in the last few years. Danny Welbeck is one that you have to lock down. With him, all he needs is one touch. He's not necessarily, a dribbler these days, or I wouldn't necessarily back him to outpace a Konate and outstrength of Van Dijk, but he just needs the ball cut back and he's finishing it. He also scores free kicks as well. I never thought, approaching 2026, I'd be saying to look out for Danny Welbeck, because the turnaround, well, actually, that's an insult to him. The consistency of his career, this isn't a turnaround. He's just been doing this, Danny Welbeck, and he's currently 35 at the minute. And there's obviously a shout maybe for a World Cup as well. But this season, he's scored 7 in 15, obviously 1 in 2 record. And like I said, you only have to worry about him really as if he's on the end of a cross, or if he's on the end of a cutback, or if he gets slid through kind of one-on-one. He's a clinical finisher. So all the kind of service that he's going to get from the Balabas, Diego Gomez has been playing okay for them as well. Jorginho Ruta, Minte. I mean, it's a lot to deal with. So Liverpool, and I'll go through my lineup prediction in a sec. That's the kind of game where every single person has to be switched on up here from minute one. I remember last season, right, we played Brighton in October, and we were 1-0 down. I was right behind the strike. It hit the post and it went in. I'm sure it did, for their right back maybe. I can't remember, who it was. But it was an unbelievable strike, and we didn't actually score until maybe 78 minutes. I'm pretty sure Salah scored 2. The second one was unbelievable assist from Curtis Jones, and he wraps it in the top bins. But these are no pushovers, and even last season, Herzl definitely came and frustrated Liverpool, and they were leading for a long part of that game. So you cannot switch off against his team. They will punish you, but they are inconsistent. So let's pick the holes. Why is that? Their defence leaks goals. Let's be honest. If you're losing that many games, we've still lost more than them, by the way, this season, which is embarrassing. But if you actually look at some of the defensive errors, you have to capitalise on them at home. Listen, I'm not going to be at the game. I'm gutted. I'm not going to be at the game. Next game I'm at, I think, is Leeds on January the 1st, but at Anfield. I don't think I'm at the game, but the atmosphere has to be massive. I know it's a Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. I know it's against Brighton. Still late enough in the day to make sure you are well prepared to go in there and scream your lungs out and get behind this team. Yeah, there's going to be Mo Salah songs. I'm sure there will be in the Kop and around the stadium on Saturday. That will have some kind of context, like shadowing over the game. But we need to just forget that for this minute. Go out there and perform and win. Lewis Steele has actually just said that Mo Salah could be in contention to maybe be featured if it's off the bench. But with Chiesa, he's also said that the Liverpool Ace should be back in contention to face Brighton on Saturday. But in typical kind of Arne Slot style, he never rushes things with Federico Chiesa, does he? So I'd love to see him start. I mean, we'll go through the team right now. Alisson in goal. Conor Bradley is suspended for this, guys. I'm pretty sure. So you're looking at a Joe Gomez or a Curtis Jones or a Szoboszlai situation. I'm going to go Joe Gomez. Again, played well against Inter Milan. Deserves to keep his position. Listen, if we had a fit right back in Frimpong, he'd be going there, and Joe Gomez would be going centre-back over Konate, but a little bit better from Konate the other night. A little bit better. Clean sheet at least as well. So we'll go right back. Gomez, Konate, Virgil. Here we go. Do you know what? I'll go Kirkes to start and Robbo to come on. Kirkes to start. Let me know if you agree with that. The midfield 3, this is big, man. I'm going to go Flo Wirtz, Ryan Gravenberch and Curtis Jones. And again, Szoboszlai on the right wing, only because that's not what I would do. But with no Mo Salah, allegedly, for this game, I do think he just put Szoboszlai there again. And then I'd go Chiesa on the left and Ekitike through the middle. That's what I would do. That is what I would do. So let me know if you agree or disagree. Score prediction, I'm going to go 3-1 to Liverpool. I think if we win this, guys, and obviously there's some tricky trips coming up, including Spurs away on the 20th of December. Next week it's... oh my God, I've just totally had a mind blank. Who have we got next week? It's just so many games in December. So, yeah, I knew it was. So, yeah, Tottenham is our next game, isn't it? 'Cause that's only next Saturday. And then it's Wolves. I might be able to go to that. But then, yeah, I will be at the Liverpool-Leeds game. And then, obviously, start at the new year with Fulham and Arsenal. So, if we can beat Brighton, beat Tottenham, beat Wolves, beat Leeds, beat Fulham, going into that Arsenal game, we're talking potentially 6 wins in a row there. And obviously they have dropped points. And the table's still too tight, in my opinion, guys. We're only 10 points behind Arsenal. That can be done. Not necessarily by Liverpool this season, but that can be done, as Man City are showing. One more win and an Arsenal loss, and City are top. So listen, just win the game. Just win the game. I want to see Chiesa from the start, as many minutes as possible. Early doors, energy, stretching the play. Intense, press, yes. I would like to see Chiesa. I know he had a case of the old runs on Monday. That's why he wasn't involved in the Milan trip. But he should be better now, right? He's probably had his Imodium. He's got it all out of him, bless him. And he's ready to rock and roll. At Anfield, I would say under the lights. It probably will be under the lights by the time it finishes at 5 o'clock. So if you're going the game, Mario is going to be doing the fan cams. So make sure you go and have a word with him after. But I'm going 3-1. I have to win this game. I cannot come in here with seagulls flying everywhere on Monday. There's no way. It can't happen. So I'm going 3-1. You've seen my team. I need Chiesa to start this game. I need Chiesa to start this game for my mental health. And then win that, get to 26 points and build from there. And we go to Tottenham next Saturday. And I'm at a wedding. I'm at a wedding next Saturday. And the girl whose wedding it is, I went to school with her, she's a Tottenham fan. And I'm going to the wedding, bro. I can't believe it. I actually can't believe that. I'm gutted. Why is it, right? Last year, Jack's, cameraman Jack, his wedding was on the FA Cup final day. Didn't care in the end because it was United City. 2024. 2025, my engagement party falls on when we lose to Chelsea. So, this Spurs game, I don't know, man. We've got to break the little curse going on there. That has to be a win. Batter Wolves, batter Leeds. And then, oh, man, it's a tough start to the new year. 2 trips to London in 4 days for Liverpool. So, 3-1, you've heard my team. They're going to come and try and attack us, frustrate us. I'd love an early goal. I'd love 2 early goals. And I'd love a third goal in the second half as well. Please, Liverpool, just win. We're 10th. We must win. There is no excuses if we do not win this game. Not draw, win. And I want to see us back to our something best. And obviously, this is the last game before Mo Salah goes. So, does Mo Salah feature? Would you feature him? Let's say it's 2-2 with 10 minutes to go and he's on the bench. Of course you'd bring him on, wouldn't you? Like I said, let us know if you hear any Mo Salah songs from the TV or if you're at the ground. And like I said, Mario fan cams. We're actually going to do the podcast on Sunday night, 7:30 as well, online, myself and Doyle, instead of in the studio on Monday due to a scheduling issue, right? So 7:30 live on Sunday. So make sure you watch that. We've got the Super Mario documentary coming out soon. We announced that yesterday. Been filming that for the last 3 weeks with Mario and different guests that we've had on the channel. So look forward to that. Going to drop it as close to New Year's Eve as possible. And yeah, that's it really. I'm just updating you on everything in the channel. Smash that like button, get your comments in, lineup predictions, score predictions, subscribe to the channel, up the Reds. Should Mo Salah play, let us know. But apart from that, me and Doyle will have a video for you on Saturday after the game. And then obviously the big dog Mario will be doing fan cams. So yeah, see you soon.